that at all. So I gave him 4s for the whole time. I mean, I noticed it a little bit, so that's why I didn't give him a 5. But for the most part, I wasn't seeing it. And then for Rigby, her weight was at 6 pounds, 3.5 ounces at the beginning. Jumpiness did get a little bit better. Actually, I gave her 4s. She wasn't too hard to handle this week. She was okay with me picking her up and petting her during the time the music was playing. But unfortunately, the repetitive behavior, like the head bobbing, circling, and biting, did get worse. I gave her 2s for the whole week. I noticed circling and biting the bars excessively. So I gave her 2s for that. Especially when I started the music and halfway through. I think she was just getting really annoyed with the music. And then my conclusion for week 4. Mordecai, he lost 1 ounce. Again, he was jumpy and hard to handle, but didn't see any repetitive behavior the whole week. Rigby, she gained 1 ounce. She was not jumpy, but the biting of the bars and pacing in her kennel was more excessive this week than last. I noticed it way more frequently, the biting at the bars, than the actual pacing. My conclusion of the whole study, the music, I don't think the music honestly worked. I mean, I think it did in the beginning, but by the 3rd to 4th week, I think Rigby was getting annoyed by it. I honestly think it made it worse for Rigby. By the end, she seemed to bite at the cage more in pace when the music was on. Mordecai didn't change either. He was still difficult to handle, but he didn't really have much repetitive behavior. I didn't see him biting the cage or pacing as much as Rigby was. And so what I could have done better is I could have used different music instead of the same CD, found more different classical music. I think I would still stick with the classical music, but find more CDs that have different types of classical music. I kind of wish I did where I kept the music playing all day instead of just a couple of hours to see if that made a difference, and just changing out the music every other day or something like that. And then I kind of wish I only used one rabbit instead of both Rigby and Mordecai. There's just so many different factors when it comes to it. Rigby could have been more anxious because she's a female and there was a male in the room. There's just so many things that could have been different with